You're lying in bed, eyes open, and your body remembers the day, how it felt to carry things that didn't need carrying, how tension settled into your shoulders like dust after a storm. You feel it still, the quiet hum beneath your skin, the kind of restlessness that doesn't announce itself with noise but with absence. The absence of release, of letting go. That part of you hasn't finished processing what happened earlier, even if your mind has already tried to turn away. And tonight, there's no need to fix it, no demand for resolution. This is a calm, guided session based on the principles of CBT-I. It isn't medical advice or a substitute for care from a professional. If your sleep problems are severe or ongoing, please talk to a doctor or a sleep specialist. What you're doing here tonight, this slow descent into stillness, is not about forcing sleep, nor is it about performance. It's about giving yourself permission to be exactly where you are, awake, aware, and deeply held by the quiet of this moment. You don't need to fall asleep right now. You don't need to win the night or prove anything to anyone, including yourself. The fact that you're here, lying in bed with your eyes open while everything inside you still stirs, is not a failure. It's an act of courage. Not every night needs to be a victory over wakefulness. Some nights are simply about presence, about staying. Why can't I sleep? You've asked that question before, maybe out loud, maybe just under your breath as the clock ticks past 1, 2, 3. How do I turn my brain off? That thought has played like a loop behind your eyes for years, or at least felt like it has. Keep waking up at night. The sudden awareness of time passing, the realization that you were already drifting, only to be yanked back by something unnamed. These aren't signs of weakness. They're signals from your nervous system trying to protect you, even if they've gotten a little too good at their job. But here's what this session can help with. It can gently shift how your body and mind relate to the state of being awake in bed. Not by fighting against it, but by meeting it with kindness, with curiosity, with space instead of pressure. There's no goal other than deepening into stillness, one breath at a time. And tonight, there is no need for effort, no need to push through fatigue or summon sleep like a guest who forgot the way. You are not behind on anything. You don't have to be ready or calm or peaceful, only here, and that's enough. You can let go of the idea that you must fall asleep in order for this to matter. The value isn't found in what happens after 5 minutes. It's already happening now. In the way your breath is softening. In how your body is beginning to settle into its own weight, even if slowly. In how the air around you feels still and warm and unjudging. There's a quiet truth about insomnia that few talk about. It isn't always about not being tired enough. It's often about being too alert to danger, too sensitive to thoughts, sounds, sensations, even when there is no real threat. The nervous system learns over time to stay in standby mode, just in case something bad happens again. And even if the day passed without incident, your mind still holds onto that possibility, like a low-level hum beneath everything else. That's not weakness, that's adaptation, but it doesn't have to be permanent. And tonight isn't about silencing those thoughts or turning them off. It's about making room for them without reacting, without needing to fix them. You don't need to solve the day, answer the question you're avoiding, or figure out what they might say now. You don't even need to understand why your heart still beats a little faster than it should. Instead, you can begin by noticing how much space there is inside you, how large this body really is, even when still, how deep that breath goes into your chest, and how slowly it returns again. There's no right or wrong way for the air to move, no need to control it. Just let it flow like water through a quiet river. Your shoulders are not required to drop, they can stay where they are, but if you allow them to soften, even just slightly, there will be more room in your chest, more space between your collarbone and your jaw. And that small shift, just a fraction of release, is enough. You don't have to achieve full relaxation all at once. You're not behind. You're already doing something right by lying here with your eyes open, not reaching for the phone, not jumping up to check the door, not scanning every sound in the house like it might be a threat. That stillness, the refusal to act, is its own form of strength. Now let's turn your attention inward, not toward thoughts or feelings, but toward physical sensation, toward what's already happening beneath your skin, what you can feel right now without needing to imagine anything. Feel the weight of your body pressing into the mattress, not heavy, not light, just present, the way it meets the surface with quiet certainty. There is no demand for this to change, it simply is. Your left arm lies along your side, relaxed. Your right hand rests near your hip. You don't need to move them. They are already in a position that supports stillness. Feel the warmth pooling beneath you, the heat radiating from your body into the bed, spreading slowly like ink in water. That warmth is not fleeting. It's steady, it's staying. And as it spreads, it tells your nervous system, this is safe. Not because anything has changed outside of you, but because this moment feels familiar, familiar enough to let go. You now bring awareness to your breath, not trying to change it, but simply letting yourself notice how it moves through you. In and out, each cycle gentle, natural, unforced. You don't have to deepen it or lengthen it. Just allow the rhythm of it to be what it is. With every exhale, there's a quiet release, not a big one, not dramatic, but real. A soft letting go of something that didn't need to stay. It might be tension in your jaw, or a subtle tightness across your forehead, or the memory of an unfinished conversation. Whatever it is, let it slip away on its own. There's no need to name it, no need to bring it into focus. Just let the breath carry it out, like leaves floating down a slow stream. Your skin feels alive, not because anything is happening, but because you're paying attention. The air touches your face with barely a whisper. You can feel the light shift in temperature across different parts of your body as blood flows quietly beneath the surface. Noticing this isn't about analyzing, it's just being awake, aware, and fully here. Even if your mind drifts, especially if it does, that doesn't mean you've failed. Drifting is natural. The brain will wander when left to its own devices. But instead of catching yourself in a loop or judging the thought, try this. Notice where attention lands, then gently return, not with force, not with frustration, but like returning home after walking far away. There's no place else you need to go tonight, just this breath, this body, this moment. And as your awareness settles deeper into physical sensation, into weight, warmth, the quiet rhythm of air moving in and out, you may begin to notice something subtle, a softening around the edges, a slow release that isn't triggered by anything specific. It just happens, like water filling a cup over time until it reaches the brim. You don't need to speed up or push harder. You're not behind. This process doesn't require effort, only presence. And there's already so much of that here, in this quiet room, in your breath, in how you've stayed even when everything inside wanted to run. Now let's deepen the stillness just a little more, not by doing anything new, but by letting go of small resistance. The kind that says, I should be calmer, or this isn't working. That voice doesn't know what it's talking about. It only wants to make you feel like something is wrong. But nothing is wrong. You are not broken because you're awake at night. You are human because of it, because your mind remembers, because your body listens, because you still care enough to be here. There's a quiet knowing in your body that doesn't need words to confirm it, just the slow, steady hum of being here, even when nothing has changed outside. The mind still moves, yes, but not with urgency, not with demand. It drifts now like smoke above embers, visible but soft, unthreatening. You don't have to pull it back in or tell it where to go. Let the thoughts come and go as they will, like clouds passing over a moonlit field. The sky doesn't argue with them. It simply holds space for all of it. You are not trying to stop your thoughts. That's not the point. The point is that you're learning how to be beside them, not pulled in, not resisting, not judging, but present enough to feel their passing without being carried away. And as you rest in this kind of awareness, something quiet begins to unfold. a slow unspooling of tension held at the edges of your attention. It's not dramatic. There's no sudden release or rush. Just a letting down, like threads from an old tapestry that have been knotted for so long, finally loosening under their own weight. Your shoulders, for instance, they've carried things all day, conversations half finished, decisions deferred, the unspoken weight of what might come next. But now they're not holding anything. They aren't supporting a burden, just resting. The muscles relax into the bed beneath them as if gravity has finally done its work in reverse, pulling down instead of up. You feel that heaviness not as pressure but as surrender, and with each breath it sinks deeper. Your chest rises and falls with gentle consistency. Not fast, not shallow, just steady enough to remind you this is life still flowing through you. This is your body doing what it's meant to do, even when the mind can't stop thinking about things that aren't here anymore. You don't have to fix any of it. You don't need to arrive at peace tonight. All you need is to allow yourself to be exactly as you are. There's a softness in your jaw now, something subtle but real. The tension there has softened like wax left in warm sunlight. It wasn't forced, didn't require effort. It just eased. You can feel the space behind your teeth, the way they're not clamped together anymore. No grinding, no holding, just openness. And with that openness comes a kind of quiet relief, not because you've solved anything, but because you've stopped fighting. Your breath moves deeper now, not because you told it to, but because your body has found its own rhythm again. It's slower than before, not labored, not strained, like water settling after the ripples have passed. Each inhale is gentle, each exhale a release that doesn't end with tension returning. There's space between breaths now, not emptiness, but stillness. A pause where nothing happens, and yet everything feels more grounded. The room around you isn't loud, not really, but it's full of quiet presence. The faint hum of the refrigerator downstairs, the soft creak of old wood settling in the house, the way air moves through cracks in the window frame when a breeze passes by. You notice them now not as intrusions, but as part of the stillness. Like background music for this moment, not distracting, just existing. Your skin is sensitive to touch, but only because you're paying attention. It's aware, not anxious, not alert, not seeking reassurance, just awake in a way that feels safe. The fabric of your sheets rests lightly against your arms and legs, not clinging, not irritating, just there. A quiet companion. You can feel how it shifts slightly as your body breathes, the soft friction like silk over skin. There's warmth spreading through your torso now, the kind that starts low and moves upwards slowly, like a current rising from deep within. It doesn't burn, it doesn't rush, it just expands. And with each pulse of heat, there's an accompanying release, not in your muscles, but in the way you hold yourself inside. like a door left slightly open for too long, finally closing on its own. You don't need to remember what happened today or why it lingers like dust behind your eyes. You don't need to understand how you got here or whether tomorrow will be different. All that matters is this: you are still in the room, still lying down, still breathing, and for now, that's enough. The mind may try to replay something, a phrase spoken too sharply, a decision made too quickly, but it doesn't matter. It comes and goes like wind through leaves. You don't need to hold on or let go. Just observe. The thought arrives, passes through your awareness and dissolves, not because you pushed it away, but because it wasn't strong enough to stay. And if another memory surfaces, something from years ago, a moment of doubt or loss, it doesn't have to be rewritten or resolved. You don't need to fix it tonight. Just let it pass like fog over a field at dawn, visible for a while, then gone without trace. There's no goal in this stillness, not sleep, not peace, not even quiet. There's only the act of being present, moment after moment, not trying to get somewhere, not rushing to feel better or prove anything to yourself, just letting things be as they are. Your hands lie where they fell, resting gently on your hips, palms facing up. No need to change their position. They're already in a place that supports stillness. Your fingers aren't curled into fists. They're relaxed, open, not reaching for anything, not holding on. And if you notice tension returning, as it sometimes does, you don't have to fight it. You can simply name it silently. There's tightness, and let it be. No judgment, just recognition. Then return your attention to the breath, to the warmth in your chest, to the weight of your body sinking deeper into the mattress. There is no such thing as failure here, only presence. Even when you drift away from awareness, especially then, you're still doing what matters, returning again and again without resistance. Each return isn't a correction, it's an invitation to come back, not because you lost, but because you're welcome to be here. And this is where the real work happens, not in trying harder or thinking more clearly, but in learning how to stay when everything inside wants to run, not from sleep, not even from stillness, from feeling too much, but you've stayed anyway. You are not alone in that. Others have done it before, others who were awake at night, whose minds wouldn't stop racing, whose bodies felt heavy with unsaid things. And they found their way back, not by fixing anything, but by simply showing up again and again in the quiet dark. There's no speed to this process, no deadline. You don't need to arrive anywhere by morning. The only thing required is that you keep breathing, keep staying, keep noticing without demand. And as your awareness settles even deeper into physical sensation, the warmth spreading through your limbs, the slow rise and fall of your chest, the quiet hum in your bones, you may begin to notice something else. A subtle shift, not in what's happening, but in how you relate to it. There's no effort behind this stillness, no striving, just acceptance, quiet, deep, unforced. You don't have to make anything happen tonight. You just have to let yourself be here, in the dark, in the quiet, with your eyes open and your mind wandering yet not lost, not broken, not failing, simply awake in a way that feels like home. And if you notice a part of you wondering whether this is working, if it's helping at all, let that thought pass too, without resistance, without demand. Because the only real question isn't, is this helping? It's simply, are you still here? And yes, you are. You've never left. Your breath moves through you like a slow tide. No need to guide it, no need to shape it. It finds its own rhythm in the quiet dark, rising and falling with the same ease as leaves surrendering to wind. There's a stillness beneath your ribs that isn't forced. It simply is. Not because you've earned it or achieved it, but because there's nowhere else for it to go. You're not resisting the drift of attention, nor are you chasing after clarity. The thoughts come and go like shadows passing over stone, visible only in motion, gone when they cease. If your mind begins to wonder whether this stillness is real, if it feels too soft, too thin, too quiet, you don't have to answer that question. You can let the wondering pass as you've learned to do. There's no need to verify or confirm anything tonight. No evidence needed. No proof required. Just a gentle holding of space, your body in bed, your breath moving like water under glass, your awareness resting not on what is happening, but on how it feels to simply be here. You may notice that the air around you has settled into something heavier than silence. It's the quiet after movement stops, like dust still suspended in a room long after footsteps have faded. That weight isn't pressing down, it's holding you, cradling your shape in the dark like an old blanket worn soft from years of use. You don't need to earn its warmth. It doesn't demand anything of you. Your shoulders, those places where tension often settles like static, have loosened without effort. Not because you told them to, not because you tried harder, but because your body has finally remembered how to rest. The muscles under your skin are no longer bracing for the next wave of thought or emotion. They're soft now, not weak, just unhurried. Like roots beneath soil, they don't push up, they simply stay where they are. If a memory surfaces, just one image, a fragment of sound from earlier in the day, the shape of it doesn't need to be named. You can let it float past without attaching meaning or consequence. It's not an event you have to solve, not even a feeling that needs tending. Just a signal passing through your mind like light through a pane at dusk, brief, clear, and gone before it lands. There's no right way to be awake in the dark, no standard for how much stillness is enough or too little. You are not behind or ahead of anyone else. There's only this moment, the quiet hum beneath your skin, the slow rise of breath against your chest, and within that space, there is room for everything. The unfinished thoughts, the unspoken words, the parts you haven't let yourself feel yet. You don't need to fix anything tonight. You don't even have to understand it. Just be here in the way your body knows how, still, open, receptive. Letting go isn't an act of will. It's a quiet surrender to what is already happening. The night doesn't ask for perfection. It asks only that you stay. There's no pressure to fall asleep, not even from within. You don't need to become something different or reach some other state. This stillness, this awareness, is enough exactly as it is. Even if your mind wanders again and again into old patterns of worry or planning, you can return without shame or judgment. There's no failure in drifting away, only the gentle invitation back. The dark doesn't care whether you're thinking or not thinking. It only holds what's given to it, your breath, your body, your presence, and that is enough. You don't have to prove anything to the night, not even that you are trying. Your hands lie where they fell, no need to adjust them. They rest on your hips as if they've always belonged there. Fingers open not in expectation, but in acceptance. Palms up, not reaching, not grasping, not for answers, not for relief, not for anything at all, just open, letting the air pass through. If a sensation arises, warmth spreading along one arm, heaviness in your legs, pressure beneath your spine, you don't have to examine it. You can simply notice, this is here now. And when it shifts or fades, it will do so without your permission and still be okay. There's no need for progress, no timeline, no goal beyond the next breath, the next moment of awareness. The only movement that matters tonight isn't toward sleep or peace, but toward presence, to remain where you are even if nothing changes. You're not trying to clear your mind. You're not chasing calm. You aren't being tested on how long you can stay awake without thinking. That's not the point. The real work is in staying, just staying with all of it. The restlessness, the thoughts, the quiet hum beneath everything. Not fighting them, not welcoming them either. Just being. Your body remembers what your mind sometimes forgets. The truth that stillness isn't a destination, but a way of moving through time. It's not something you earn by doing more or thinking better. It's simply available when you stop trying to control it. Even if your heart still hums, just slightly, like the echo of music after the song ends, you don't have to silence it. You can let that vibration remain. Let it be part of the quiet, not something wrong or excessive, but just another note in this slow, dark melody. There's no need to explain why you're awake tonight, no reason required. The night holds all reasons without naming them. It doesn't ask for a story, it only asks that you stay. And so you do. The space around you feels deeper than before, not because it changed, but because your attention has settled into it like water finding its level in a bowl. You're not trying to deepen the stillness, you're simply allowing it to grow on its own without interference. There's no such thing as wasted awareness. Even when you drift, when your thoughts wander far from here, you are still doing what matters, being present enough to return. That return is not a correction. It's not failure or success. It's just another moment of coming home. And the home isn't some place beyond this breath, beyond this body. It's right here, the quiet dark, your open palms, your steady rhythm. You're already where you need to be, not because it's perfect, but because it is real. The mind may still chatter, may still replay small moments from earlier in the day, wonder what will happen tomorrow, or linger on conversations that never ended. But now, instead of following those threads, there's a soft pause before they pull you away, a moment of recognition. This thought isn't your master. It's just passing through. You're not the story your mind tells about yourself. You're not the worry or the doubt or the looping memory. You are what remains after all that has passed, the quiet beneath, the steady breath in the dark, the unshakable presence of being here. Even if you don't feel peaceful tonight, or calm, or relieved, you are still doing something important, staying with yourself without turning away. That's not failure, that's courage, not loud or dramatic, but deep and slow, like roots growing underground after a storm. There is no right way to be awake in the dark. There is only this: your body resting on the mattress, your breath moving like water under stone, your awareness settling into stillness without demand. And if you notice a small part of you wondering whether anything is happening, if it feels too quiet or too empty, you can let that thought go. Not because it's wrong, but because it doesn't need to be held. There's no test here, no judgment, just the slow unfolding of what already exists. Your body in bed, your breath moving gently, your mind drifting like smoke through a still room, and you simply being present for all of it. Not fixing, not changing, not escaping, just being. And that is enough. The darkness isn't waiting for anything to happen. It doesn't need you to fall asleep or wake up or feel something new. It's already whole. And so are you, right here, right now, in this moment of stillness, of breath, of quiet awareness. There's no need to become someone else. No need to prove yourself to the night. Just be. Let everything be as it is. Not perfect, not complete, but real. You're not drifting away from yourself, even when your mind seems to pull in every direction at once. That sense of being untethered isn't a loss. It's just another way of being present. Your awareness doesn't need to stay fixed on one point to be real. It can stretch and soften like fabric left in the dark, not fraying, but simply letting go of tension. There's no demand for focus. No rule that says you must keep your thoughts close or hold them tightly. You're allowed to let them loosen their grip, just as a hand releases an object it was carrying, not because it forgets, but because it's ready to rest. The quiet around you isn't empty. It's full of what doesn't need words. The way the air settles on your skin without touching you. The faint warmth where your body meets the sheets, like a memory of heat that still remembers how it felt to be held. There's no need for sound, no music, no voice, not even the hum of distant traffic outside. What matters is what reaches your ears, but what remains after all noise has faded. The silence that lives in between breaths, the space where thoughts dissolve before they're named. You don't have to be still to be quiet. Stillness isn't a posture or an achievement. It's not something you earn by stopping movement or silencing thought. You can move your hands slightly, just a tiny shift of weight, and that motion doesn't break the peace. Even small adjustments are part of this moment, not disruptions. They're just parts of being alive in stillness. The way your fingers rest on the blanket, how your feet press faintly into the mattress as if testing its surface, all of it is quiet. All of it belongs. There's no need to feel anything now, no expectation that you must be calm or relieved or even comfortable. You're not being judged for how long this lasts. No one is keeping track. There's only the gentle rhythm of your breath, rising and falling without urgency, like water in a slow-moving stream beneath stone. Your chest moves just enough to keep going, not too much, not too little, just as it needs to be. The night doesn't ask for anything from you. It isn't waiting for you to fall asleep or wake up or feel something new. It's already what it is, dark, deep, full of quiet things that don't need names. And in this stillness, your body remembers how to rest without effort. Even if your mind keeps tracing old paths, replaying a sentence spoken too quickly, wondering whether you said the right thing or left something unsaid, that doesn't mean you're off track. It just means your thoughts are passing through, like shadows crossing a wall at dusk. They come and go, they don't stay. You can let them pass without following. There's no need to meet every thought with an answer. You don't have to resolve what hasn't happened or fix what already passed. Your mind isn't broken for thinking, just human. And your body is not failing because it won't sleep, but simply doing its own kind of staying. Even if you notice a small part of yourself asking whether this will go on forever, that quiet question that lives under the surface, you don't need to answer it. You can let it hang in the dark like a single star before dawn, faint, visible, not urgent. It doesn't have power over you, not because it's unimportant, but because it's not yours to carry right now. Your body has been awake for hours, maybe longer than usual, but that doesn't mean it hasn't rested. Rest isn't always sleep. Sometimes it's just being still while your nervous system slows down in its own way. The tension that built up during the day didn't vanish, but it no longer needs to be fixed tonight. It can rest too. Your shoulders don't need to stay tight. Your jaw doesn't have to hold on. You can let go of the effort to carry everything. There's a softness gathering in your arms now, not from fatigue, but from surrender. Like water filling a basin that has been waiting for nothing at all. It just arrives, and you don't need to do anything with it. Just stay open enough to feel it settle. The warmth isn't hot or urgent, it's quiet, like sunlight through thick glass, slow and unobtrusive. You're not trying to reach a state of calm. You're not chasing peace. There's no destination. This moment is already what you've been seeking, just without the label. It doesn't have to be beautiful or meaningful or even noticeable in any way that proves it happened. It only has to be real, and you are here. The air around you feels heavier now, not because it's pressing down, but because your awareness has settled into its depth. You're not resisting it. You're not trying to rise above it. You're simply letting yourself lie within it, like a stone sinking slowly through still water. No need to fight the pull. No need to explain why you've stopped moving. There's no such thing as wasted time in this kind of presence. Not even when your mind drifts, when thoughts come and go without invitation or reason. You don't have to chase them back. You don't have to keep them out. They aren't enemies, not failures, not signs that you've done something wrong. They're just part of being awake in the dark. You can let each one pass like a leaf floating down a slow river. No need to grab it or push it away. Just watch as it turns and drifts into shadow. And when another comes, you don't have to stop breathing for it. You don't have to stiffen your body. There's room enough for all of this. The thoughts, the quiet, the breath, the weight, the stillness. You're not becoming someone else. You're not trying to become peaceful or perfect or even more asleep than you are now. You're just letting go, just being here in a way that doesn't require proof. No one has to see it. No journal needs to record it. It's enough that it's happening. Your hands rest on the blanket, fingers slightly curled, not clenched, not relaxed, but simply present. There's no need for them to do anything. They don't have to be useful or productive or even awake in a way that counts. Just resting is enough. And your breath, your steady breath, doesn't need to change either. It doesn't have to speed up or slow down. It doesn't need to become deeper, quieter, more deliberate. It's already doing what it needs to do, moving gently through you like the tide moving through a shore that no longer remembers how to be afraid. You're not trying to fix anything. You're not running from the past or chasing something ahead. There's no future to reach and no past to reclaim. Just this, your body in bed, your breath rising and falling, your awareness softening like wax left in warm air. There's nothing you must do now, not even stay awake, not even feel anything at all. You can simply be, without doing, without proving, without explaining. And that is not a failure. It is not emptiness. It is not lack of effort. It is the opposite. It's fullness in its quietest form. Even if you don't know how long this will last, if your mind drifts into silence or back into noise, there's no wrong way to be here. The night doesn't care whether you're awake or asleep, aware or unconscious. It only holds what is given to it: the breath, the stillness, the presence of a body lying in bed without demand. You don't have to prove that you're resting. You don't need to feel anything special to be allowed this moment. There's no checklist for being alive. No rulebook about how much awareness is enough or too much. Just this, your body still here, your breath moving beneath the surface of thought, and a quietness that doesn't ask for anything in return. You can let go of trying to control what happens next. Let go even of wanting it to end. There's no need to hurry towards sleep or panic at the idea of staying awake. Just be where you are as you are, without permission, without judgment, without resistance. And if something shifts, if your breathing slows a little more, if your muscles soften further, if your awareness drifts deeper into stillness, then it happens on its own. Not because you made it happen, but because this moment has always been waiting to unfold. Your body feels less like a shape and more like a presence, something that exists not by effort, but by simply being here in this space between breaths, between thoughts, between moments that seem to stretch without ending. There's no need to hold it together anymore. The shoulders aren't meant to carry everything they've been told to. They can rest, not because you're tired, not because sleep is near, but because your body knows what stillness feels like when no one's watching. It doesn't have to earn its right to be soft. The dark isn't empty. It's full of quiet things, the faint hum of electricity in walls that don't know they're awake, the slow shift of blood through veins you can't see but feel as a low warmth beneath your skin. You don't need to name them. They aren't calling for attention. They just are like shadows at the edge of perception, not threatening, not hiding anything worth finding. Your mind doesn't have to hunt down meaning in silence anymore. The stillness isn't waiting to be filled. It's already complete. There's a rhythm under all this, not loud or urgent, but steady, like something that has always been there, just beneath the surface of noise. Your pulse, the way air moves through your nose without you telling it what to do. The quiet thrumming in your temples, not because you're tense, but because life continues even when you don't notice. You can let yourself be part of that rhythm, not by joining it or forcing a connection, but simply by being present enough to feel how it moves through you. Even if thoughts return, just as they did before, they don't need to be stopped or silenced. They're not interruptions. They're just signals from the day's unfinished work, like echoes in a room that hasn't yet settled after someone left. You can let them pass without turning toward them. No need to give them an answer. No need to say yes or no. Just let them drift across your awareness like smoke rising from a fire long gone out, light enough to float, too faint to matter. The blankets aren't just fabric, they're a quiet kind of holding. Not tight, not warm in the way heat is, but present in their own gentle weight, pressing down on you with no demand other than to stay still. You don't have to prove that you belong under them. They don't care if your mind wanders or stays. They simply exist as a boundary between what's outside and what's inside, between the world and this small space where you're allowed to be without doing. And within that space, there's no urgency, no clock ticking toward tomorrow, no list of things left undone. The future isn't waiting with judgment or expectation. It doesn't need your approval. You don't have to prepare for it. There is only now, the slow rise and fall of breath in the dark, the softening of tension you didn't even know was there. Your hands still rest where they fell, on the blanket, fingers slightly curled not from habit, but because that's what bodies do when they're no longer trying to act. They don't need to be doing anything. There's no task assigned to them. No reason why their position should matter. Just being in this place, with this weight on your palms, is enough. And the silence between your thoughts, there's a kind of fullness there too. Not emptiness, not absence, but something more like space that has been waiting for you all along. A quiet so deep it feels almost alive, like listening to the inside of an ocean without waves, or being in a room where no one ever speaks, and yet everything is spoken anyway. You don't have to understand this. You don't need to feel it fully. You just have to let it be there, like light that doesn't shine but still makes shadows softer around you. Even the parts of you that seem restless aren't failing. The way your feet shift slightly, or how your fingers twitch once in a while, they're not signs of resistance. They're just small movements from a nervous system that hasn't yet remembered it's safe. Let them happen. Don't try to stop them. There's no goal they need to reach. No outcome they must achieve. Just let the body move as it needs, without needing to make sense. There's a kind of peace in not having to fix anything, not even your breathing.